Hi guys, Paul here from Muscle Car UK. Have I got a car for you today? You won't believe this one. 500 brake horsepower in a classic Mustang. Yes, and it's set up properly, so it's not as dangerous as it might sound. This car was built in 1968 at the San Jose plant and was basically a grocery getter for many years of its life. And the guys that built this car back in California, the restoration side of it, wanted something that was a rock solid car that looked like literally a 1968. And you see this beautiful colour here, seafoam green, and it's been seafoam green all its life. And there were other pastel colours, I'm sure you're aware, with the yellows and the pale blues and all that sort of thing. So that was the sort of the epitome of the 1960s sort of paint. So they found this fantastic car, and that's when they decided they were going to restore it and upgrade it to, truthfully, a semi-race car. It's more of a track day car as well as being a beautiful show car. So they spent a fortune on it, engine-wise, gearbox, suspension, exhausts, manifolds, you name it, this car's had it done. And we'll go into that in a little bit more detail in a little while. But this car I've driven myself around the Goodwood race circuit in a Mustang show day, and I was amazed how well this car went and how well it handled for an old car. And so if you are looking for something that's a little bit different, you know, on the road, and you can take to a track day and have a great bit of fun with, you know, and you're a bit sort of mechanically minded, because it's not one for the faint-hearted, this car, I can assure you. This is a very powerful car. You know, it's not sort of one that's had a bit of a cam put in it or something like that. This has got a 351 engine, which has been stroked to 410. So you really are playing with a big engine here, and it's been set up really powerfully. So great fun, great car to own. I mean, if you've got a collection of cars and you wanted something to take down to a track day or a show day, then what a car to take. I mean, it's just something special. But when you look at this car from sort of 10, 20 yards away, you can never guess what's really lies beneath all of this. Obviously it's seafoam all the way through. It's got some hand-painted lines and designs on it, which are a big thing in California, and there's certain people, this one's signed at the back, I don't know who it's by, people say that some of them are quite famous, I'm not sure, but it's all done nicely, and it's done, you know, in a subtle way. Again, it's a 68, so you've got a couple of fog lights on here, you've got the pony in the corral, all the bumper, all the chrome is all good, as you can see here, it's all in lovely condition. It's obviously okay, UK registered, of course, so it's ready to roll. The one thing that does give it away a little bit, if you know a little bit about tyres on wheels, here we've got the 15-inch Torque Thrust Originals, and it has got the semi-race tyres on it, which give you that little bit more grip if you are going to a track day or something like that. You can put other wheels and tyres on it. If there was something you didn't particularly like about that, then we can discuss those options. There are plenty of options, nothing to worry about. But if you walk along the side of this car here, you can see the lines and the designs. They're really pretty, and it is very much something of the 60s. You know, it's you used to see a lot of it on the Harley Davidsons and things like that, where people would design their own little sort of designs to make it look different from anybody else's. And if you come around towards the back, again, it's on the boot lid. It's been signed here, which I think looks like QBK or something. I'm sure he's very trendy in California, but to be honest, I haven't got a clue who he is. But again, chrome's good. You can just see two tailpipes popping out there. Now, they haven't got the huge big ones that a lot of the resto mods have. They're trying to, again, remain as subtle as possible. This inside the cockpit has got a switch. You just flick the switch and thunder really does happen. It's straight through exhaust. If you're not getting on well with your neighbours, you can literally knock them out of bed with this. It is that noisy. It's an incredible piece of kit, but it sounds magnificent with them closed as well. You'll hear that in a little while at any rate, and when we take it for a run, you will certainly hear it. But beautiful car all the way through. Just a great bit of fun. If you're looking for some fun and, you know, you've got some petrol running through your veins, then this could be the car for you. But let's have a look at the interior and see what they've done in there. Okay guys, we're sitting in this fabulous cockpit. I mean, it's all been done. Carpets are new, all the interior, the headlining, sun visors, all the chrome on the sun visors, the dashboard, all the dash pods, gauges. It's got a beautiful Motor wood rim steering wheel, nice good solid steering wheel, which you do need to hold on to in this. It's got a 5-speed TKO manual gearbox, TKO being more of an upgraded gearbox than most. Got lovely beautiful seats in it. These are American Mustang seats, that they built for the classics, because especially ones that are a little bit faster, because you need to be held in a little bit tighter when you're playing with this car. Center console, which is lovely, good stereo system, speakers front and rear, just a lovely cockpit to be in. So but now let's have a look at the exciting bit, which is inside the engine compartment. Right, let's have a look underneath here. As you can see, 351 has been put into this. I mean, 351s did go into these engine compartments, so it's not too tight to fit, but it certainly does look a nice big chunky engine, you can imagine. And as I say, it's bored out to 410, so it really is a flying machine. It's also got the MSD electronic ignition, which helps to it as well. You may not be able to see, but it's got all long tube headers going down there. The exhausts are all sort of, as you'd imagine, slightly bigger to control the breathing of this car. Aluminium rad, special fans have been put on. I mean, and also underneath the car, you've got limited slip diff, you've got upgraded shock absorbers and springs. You've got frame lockers on it to lock the chassis nice and solid. So a lot of work's been done underneath, to be truthful, which hopefully we might be able to show you later if our ramps are free in our Mustang workshop. But it's got discs all the way around, they're servo assisted. So it really is set up to go and have a great bit of fun with. I mean, the cost of actually doing this, if you wanted to make yourself a sort of show car, track day car, would be really excessive. But this car's had everything done to it. And the guys that did this did a really great job. And it really does perform superbly. But it's ready to go. It's ready to have some fun with, and you can't help but smile when you drive this one, I can assure you. We'll get it out on the road in a second, see what you think. One thing I did forget to mention about this car is that we fitted electrical power steering on it. So it has got power steering, so it does make it a lot easier to drive when you want it to. So that's the thing I forgot to mention in the write-up. But other than that, I mean, this car really is something special. You know, it's great fun to drive on a day like this. You know, it's very, very fast, very fast. Not too fast, really. Just great fun. Away you go. Brakes are good. Everything seems to work really, really well. The suspension's tight. I'm on a bumpy road here, and it's coping with it very easily. So very, very strong all the way through the system. So a great car to have and a great fun to drive. Just want to give you a sense of speed with this car. We're not going to go mad, but let's go. It's flying, she is flying. I've never driven a classic Mustang anything like this before. It is amazing, amazing car. I just love it, that roar of that V8. Oh. That's what it's all about. If you want a Mustang and you want something that's fast and loud, this is it. It's just incredible, this thing. Whoever built this did a fabulous job. It really is top notch.